Hey guys, Kelsey here. Week 34 recap. I am 35 weeks today, which means if this little baby girl is anything like my three boys, she will be here sometime this week. And I truly believe she will be. Let me explain why. I had a pretty good week. My mom got in last Thursday, so a week ago. My mom got into town, and I've been feeling okay. I've actually been out being able to do things and spending time with her and whatnot. She's had my two older boys for the past, I guess, every night since she's been here. She's had my two older boys, and I've just had my youngest son, which is 19 months. I've just had him at home with me because he's easy and it doesn't take a lot for me to take care of him. And he's easier to pick up and take care of than my two older boys. So my mom's had my two older boys while she's been here, which has been a big help. But I've been feeling a lot better. And so I haven't had any hospital visits this last week, which is, I think, a first, which is crazy. So yeah, she got in on Thursday. The weekend was great. Tuesday came around where I have my weekly doctor visit to get my progesterone shot. And that was on Tuesday. And that was kind of a frustrating visit. Frustrating because he checks me at every appointment now. And when he was doing my cervix check, well, first he listened to the heartbeat, and the heartbeat was great. And he measured my belly. I was measuring at 36 weeks rather than 34, 35 weeks. And so, I mean, not a big deal. And then we did my cervix check, and I was still at a 1. I was at a 1 the previous week, so I had no change whatsoever. I don't think I was effaced yet. He didn't say I was that visit, so I don't think I was. He usually tells me if I am, so I just assumed that I wasn't effaced yet, because he usually says I'm still pretty long, so yeah. But he couldn't feel the head when he was doing my cervix check, where he usually can feel the baby's head when he's checked my cervix. So he thought that she flipped. She has been head down for the past little while, probably I'd say at least a month, maybe more. And so we decided to do an ultrasound just to double check to see her position, and she had flipped breech. So her head was clear up in my ribs with her bottom down in the bottom of my uterus. So she flipped breech after a month of being like constantly head down. And it was a good ultrasound. I mean, she looked cute. She's got big old chunky cheeks, and she was measuring about 5 pounds 3 ounces on the ultrasound, and we saw that she has hair, which is exciting. And she is still a girl. We double checked that. Excuse me, sorry. And so other than her flipping breech after a long time of her being head down, everything else was fine. He told me to watch my contractions, because obviously if my water were to break while she's breech, then I would have to have a C-section. So he didn't want my water breaking, obviously, when I'm home or whatever. He told me if I start having contractions or anything new going on, to call him or to go in, because that way, if I were in labor, then he'd have time to turn the baby, or at least attempt to turn her head down. And so I said, okay, great, awesome, whatever. So went home, spent time with my mom, yesterday, which was Wednesday. Did a little bit of shopping, because I read that but walking is really good to help turn a breech baby. So I decided to do a lot of walking yesterday and go shopping and get some things for my son's birthday coming up. And so today, well, I guess yesterday, last night, we were in Toys R Us walking around, and I had some really, really intense contractions. I mean, I stopped and sat down in the middle of the aisle because they were so bad I couldn't even stand up. They were intense. But after a few of them, they went away. So, no big deal. I got home, put my son to bed, and I laid down, and I still had contractions. They weren't strong. They were just kind of annoying, uncomfortable ones. And I had those all night long, off and on. And they continued into this morning. And so, I didn't really sleep last night. It was just an uncomfortable night. I couldn't get comfortable. Like I said, the contractions were just annoying. They kept me up every time I got one. So I got up this morning, and I stood up, and I had this like intense, sharp pain in my cervix when I stood up and walked. Like it was that lightning crotch. It hurt. And I went to the bathroom, and I had just globs and globs of mucus. I lost probably, maybe I don't know, maybe a little bit more than a quarter size amount, but it was thick. And it was really stretchy, and I was like, oh, okay. So a lot of mucus today. And with the contractions still coming off and on today, I decided to call my doctor. In fact, my mom insisted on me calling my doctor. So I called my doctor and told him, hey, I've been having contractions on and off all night. I've got some pain in my cervix. I'm losing a lot of mucus. And he said, all right, we'll come in and we'll check you. And so I went there today, and he checked my cervix, and I was at a 3, about 3.5, almost a 4. And I was about 60% effaced. So in 2 days, I went from a 1 to almost a 4, and 0 to 60% effaced in 2 days. The baby had also flipped back head down, which is great. He had said her head is really low in my pelvis. He could feel it really easily when he was doing my cervix check. So she went from being breech to being head down, so maybe my walking did help her flip. So she's head down, she's in my pelvis, so she is engaged again, I guess. So it's crazy. So I've still been having a lot of sharp pain in my cervix when I walk. It's been really hard to walk today, so I've just been sitting all day because it hurts to walk, and I'm still having contractions on and off. So we may be having a baby here in the next few days. Just going to be continue to watch my contractions. If they get intense, I will definitely be going into the doctor's or hospital, depending on what day it is. Yeah, so baby could be coming soon, but I'm honestly not too surprised because, like I said, I had my youngest at 35 weeks, 5 days, and my older two at 36 weeks, 2 days. So I'm right at that point where I start dilating quick and having babies, so I'm not too shocked that it's happening again for the 4th time. And nobody else is either. So yeah, so we could be having a baby here soon, so watch out, because when I go into labor, I will probably be doing a quick, hey, I'm going into labor update just on my phone really quick, just to let everyone know. And yeah, gonna have get my camera plugged in and ready to go so it's all charged, and get my hospital bag packed because it's not packed yet. I do have everything sitting over here. I just gotta get it all thrown into a bag, and I will do a video on that. So hopefully I'll get that packed tomorrow, if not tonight. But yeah, it's crazy. Like, it's finally almost here. Oh, it's so crazy. And my mom is super excited. She's supposed to be going back to South Carolina on Tuesday, but she may be changing her flight depending on if I have the baby or not. So we'll see. Keep watching. That's all I can say is keep watching. But I've had my steroid shot, so my doctor thinks if I do go into labor that hopefully the baby will be okay. She may need a NICU stay, she may not, we don't know, but hopefully she'll be okay if she does decide to come. But yes, I'm excited, but I am nervous just because I am still 5 days earlier than I was with my last baby, but I think everything will turn out okay and for the best. But yeah, I think that's all. Just wish us luck because it could be here soon. Oh, but I don't know. I don't know. So I will have a hospital bag video up here soon as I can get it packed and filmed. Just got to finish some laundry so I have the stuff that I need to take and pack with. So I got to finish some of that up and whatnot, but yeah, so I'll have that up here soon, and you might get a 35-week update from me, you might not. It might just be a birth vlog. So we'll see. Either way, we're excited and nervous and scared and all the emotions in one, but yeah, so anyway, that's it for now. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I will talk to you later. Thanks, guys. Bye.